Hello everyone, welcome to Demon Priest Part 7, Fall of the Bradfords. Alright, let's do this. The priest the priest, after preparing his Joshua sermon, Armin heads out into the lectern, speaking on the sermon of Joshua, the idea of vengeance in God's kingdom. The people there are confused at the sermon, for obvious reasons. Bradford, however, appears to understand the full meaning of what he's getting at, and he's not pleased about it. Dan is watching from the sidelines, finds his girl with him watching as well, either admiring or disappointed. He can't tell from this distance. This is as he's speaking. He speaks with a religious fervor none has seen before. He is almost ecstatic, excited maybe. The people there are confused. But the sermon ends on a good note, though. The people were pleased at the sermon. Not disappointed, but pleased. Relatively, of course. After all, the sermon was about vengeance. Not sure what was up with that. Most of the people ended up leaving. Dan stayed, however, and stood up and watched him some more before the priest. Dan catches him before the priest heads out the door. Where are you going, priest? Simple. I have an arrangement. Ah, an arrangement, of course. But we have prior dealings, do we not? Yes, we do. Unfortunately, I have some business that is required of me to deal with. I'm assuming by the face of that other man back there that I believe your business is with him. Yes. You want him gone? No. Death is needless. Fair point. His death is needless, you mean? Yes. I see. Dan, Dan lets the priest go. Off to his private engagement. Perhaps I can follow. Hey, listen, Dan, I don't think this is a good idea. I mean, sure, a few Crow members, but Bradford himself? Sure, this is a good idea? Not exactly, but I need to know what he knows. If he is trying to convince if he knows anything about our involvement with the previous engagement, he'll likely target us next. I guess you're right. Best we can do for now is keep an eye on him. Bradford, Bradford heads out to, heads out, starts walking on foot. No vehicle. This will be difficult. Dan gets into his car. Aaron starts driving around, almost trying to keep an eye on Bradford at the same time. Can't we just summon another one of those angel demons or whatnots? No. Unfortunately, I freaked him out too much. He thinks the priest he sent in another priest to help him. Guy's gone. Not sure what happened to him. Well, the guy may have been loyal at one point, but he's useless to me in the state he's currently in. I'd have to agree. I didn't even see him at the sermon. Do you think you scared him too much? Shooting the other guy like that, I mean. Well, how else are you supposed to command? And nice words? Dan stops the car almost immediately. Killing people recklessly is not something I'd like to do. Understood. The crows may have been Killing the crows may have put our foot into the game, but right now we are still barely a part of it. We cannot risk any unnecessary diversions. This includes your little shopping spree. What shopping spree? Don't think I didn't notice the dress you bought. The girls can do fine. I pay for them enough already. I know, but there was this nice little dress. Cute. Still, I am more concerned with Bradford's actions as well as the actions of the pros. If the pros continue to encroach, I believe we'll have more problems than just simple money troubles. You're right. I'm sorry. I can just return the dress. No, no, keep it. You've already bought it at this rate. You already tried it on. Might as well get some use out of it. Oh, do you mean not now, of course? Ah, the brother hasn't done anything yet. I've been driving around for a few minutes now. Bradford has only been Bradford's only been traveling at roughly a snail's pace to what appears to be his company building. He hasn't really gone out of his way. He hasn't really gone out of his way to go any kind of diversions, though. Most likely. Most likely because he didn't need to. Bradford finally arrives at the building an hour later. Later into his inside. Bradford and Sons. So I was wondering what the company building was. But the priest would be interested in this information. But I think I'll scope out the scene. Actually, wait, Dan. Look closer. Dan looks at Dan looks at the fencing surrounding the building. He very quickly realizes that is silver fencing. Crap. Of course, he wouldn't let me tail him that easily. Unless he had a defense up. No way I can get to him like this. No way I can get to him, much less you. He knows who you are, so that's not an option. What about one of the girls? Too risky. Too risky. Even if I knew they'd be fine, they could still be tailed. Of course, of course. I'll come up with a new plan in time. For now, I think the best opportunity is to find someone who can actively tail them inside the building. Dan drives off. Dan drives off. Meanwhile, the priest meets again with the cult member. This time with his new apprentice. Studying the arts of magic. Ah, I see you've arrived, priest. Yes, I've arrived. So, I'm assuming you're helping to plan out the attack then? Yes. Yes, I believe it'd be best if we have a secure plan before we attack the crows. One of the crows' main hideouts. I agree. If we attack it willy-nilly, we're probably not going. We're probably will die out. And, of course, of course, we're still very powerful, of course. But I do not want this branch dying out on us. I'd like to keep it there. I would like to keep this branch alive if possible. I see you gathered some more of your apprentices as well. Yes. 20 to be exact. Act for now. They may not be many, but they are powerful. I can attest to that. Yes, I bet you can. So, tell me, how's the demon faring? Faring well, by chance. Still, though, priest, why did you not hesitate in your abilities? My answer matters not. What matters is what is going to happen next. Fine. Delay in your answer. I'll find out eventually. So, so, we already know where the crows are the basement and the underground art gallery. But what we don't know is how many's inside. There could be 20, there could be 10, there could be 30. At minimum, we know that basement can probably carry around 50 people. And anything else we need to know about the Crows' operations? We know that the Crows have once did drug smuggling, so most likely they're still piggybacking off of the old deals. What old deals? Oh, oh, that's right. You're new to the area. Guess I should explain a few things to you. So, the Crows used to be drug dealers before they became gangsters. Simple enough, really. Simple enough, really. They deal the light stuff. You know the usual. But their main dealio was it a special kind of drug. They called it they called it black sugar. Apparently, it was one of their best-selling products. They always sold out near the end of the month when they produced it. The only times you could catch them selling it was during the early months, early beginning of the month. After that, you were out of luck. Of course, the black sugar was actually a combination of, well, suffice to say, nose candy. Nose candy and this strange blood substance. One of my apprentices was able to find out the ingredients. Of course, we weren't able to find out the exact ingredients of that blood substance. Suffice to say, suffice to say, they stopped selling it a few years later. Apparently, they wanted to use it for their own purposes. So most likely, we're gonna be fighting a bunch of pros amped up on this black sugar. So, what's the plan then? Plan's simple. Plan's simple then. We make sure they don't call up any reinforcements. Most likely, they have a second telephone line. A line in the building. Wi-Fi tower is far out of hand, so most likely they're using landlines. Can't we just tap the phone lines? We can if we want, but that'll just get the police on our tail. None of us want that. Mm, Agreed. The police would just cause too much of a distraction. Actually, the gang, the gangster appears to be trying to attempt to make a potion. No, you use herb roots, not Crack's Claw. You only need Crag's Claw if you're making a strength potion, not a healing potion. Potion. Yeah, boss. Got it. He then slowly starts fixing his mistake. He's still fresh, but he'll get used to it. He'll get used to it. I've only taught him the basics though. But still, he has potential. I can smell it. But anyway, right, we attack at night. Attack at night. Well, we would attack at night, but the crows largely operate outside of their base during the day. So a night attack would just be suicide. Right. What are we attacking then? We can attack in 15 minutes. Sounds good. Yes, it does. Yes, indeed. The problem is. What's the problem? Problem is, we don't have any weapons on us. I thought you had magic. Blood magic is useful, yes. The problem is that we do not have any weapons to counteract the rings. The false rings. Destroyed? No. Stolen. Missing at most. Most likely by other gangs, believing us to be extinct of sorts. So what you're saying is, yes, most of our original weapons at a cores were effectively went missing after its fall. So, hmm, can't you make more? Take too long, and by the time we finish rebuilding our weapon supply, they'd have probably already moved on. We need to attack now, otherwise we'll never be able to get this opportunity again. I see. We need you at the forefront. Won't this priestly guard be suspicious? Hmm. they don't care about identities. They only care about bodies, much less that of a priest. I see. So then, I'll lead the charge. Yes. Also, you may want to put this on. He hands the priest some body armor. Just tuck it underneath. Just tuck it underneath your robes. Very well then. Everyone then prepares. Everyone prepares for the assault on the gallery. Meanwhile, Dan sits around, idling, idling with a cigar in his hand, annoyed, staring at what appears to be a map of old Grettensberg. It's only been a few minutes. No moves have been made. What's going on? Not even Beelzebub's contacting me yet. Ugh. Not even a threat, not even a message, not even a word. I hate standing around here, doing nothing. Continues sitting around. Finds a pen. I could collect this all day, but it's not going to change the fact that I've been stuck here with nothing to do. I have received no messages, no missives, not even a hint of actions anyone is doing. I could be stuck here for days. Action could be happening right now, and I have no eyes or ears on the situation. A man walks in, one of his agents. Finally. So please tell me you have news. Anything, something. Well, sir, I believe this may be of interest to you. He slaps down a file on his desk. Oh, this had better be good. He looks at the file. The Nuncio's coming to town. Now that is news. Yes, I believe he. Yes, he's also been had. Yes, he's also recently said to arrive in St. Grettensberg in only a matter of days, or at least what we believe to be days. He could be coming here early for all we know. The Nuncio, he said to check the public travel logs. The Nuncio has not been traveling by any public transportation, largely private. He's likely trying to keep his trail a secret, not wanting anyone else to find out what's about to happen. Any reason why the Nuncio could have been here this early? Most likely the letter we intercepted. Letter we intercepted. Yeah, I figured. The priest probably wanted some backup from the papacy. Papacy in case the situation goes wrong. Yes, but it's what's after that letter that concerns us. Ultimatum infirme. Wait a minute. What the heck is a ultimatum infirme? I never heard of such an action. No, something only the local priests and bishopry would know. You'd have to ask the priest himself about it. Yeah. Yes, that would be a problem. Any other news? Yes. Sir! Another man runs into the room. Sorry to interrupt. The gallery's under attack. The gallery? What do you mean? Some robed mages started blasting open the door. Pros started flooding out, opening fire on anyone they see. It's an all-out gang war. A gang war? Or in my area. The crows were living right under my nose? Impossible! How didn't nobody tell me of this? The darkness around his hand started to grow. Why does no one inform me of these things? Dan, calm down, man. Let's just relax. Maybe it's not that bad. I heard the priest was there too. He's most likely wanted to take the fight to the crows himself. Priest. Uh-oh. Congratulations. You made him mad. Or ecstatic. I don't know, but we should probably get out of this room. First. The darkness fully envelops the room. Envelops the room. The two men shut the door behind them. Nice going. Oh, and you just pissed them off. Right the heck off. Come on, it can't be that bad. The window inside of his room crashes. Crashes open. The man opens the door. Sir, are you alright? Where'd it go? The only thing that was in the room was the only thing in the room was all of his other belongings. The man was gone. Gone except for a shattered window, being the only sign he ever left the room. Oh crap. This isn't good. Meanwhile, the priest is taking cover currently, trying not to get killed, in the other opinion. Not to get killed. The other mages are attempting to hold back the gunfire. However, the shields can only do so much. Only do so much. Much against their false rings. God dang it. God dang it, it's an entire civil war up in here. I never expected to be in the middle of a firefight. Look at the bright side. At the very least, we are able to potentially sneak in. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. This kind of weather circumstance? No way. Hang on a sec. I'm sensing a fairly powerful energy coming towards us. What's its... how close is it getting? It won't be long. Though it feels like, damn. Crap, he's probably pissed I went off without him. Then we better hurry. Because I'm betting they're feeling that energy too. They're in that energy too. The mages continue firing their onslaught of spells. Even throwing toxic potions in the directions to slow them down. A few of them fall. Some mages have received several injuries. None lethal yet. The recent mage also had to resort to using his gun. Unable to get a further grasp with magic for the moment. The dark presence grows ever closer. Oh, sir, it's almost oppressive. The crows are almost concerned, worried, causing their aim to shake, causing more of their own deaths. I expected this to be much harder. Unless... Wait a minute. My God, a demon-born. I never expected to smell one from a mile away, much less coming here. Get ready, everyone! We may have reinforcements! Or the dark presence arrives. Large, most powerful. They see what appears to be a dark force in the middle. Priest. You thought you could join the fun without me, then? The crows point their guns and rings, almost terrified, eyed at the presence. As the demon-born Dan tears through the large onslaught of their forces. The guns completely miss. They have no idea where to point their rings. It's just a large shade of fog, causing them to almost choke on such its raw physical power. Glad it's on our side. Not entirely sure of that, but still better than nothing. Right, priest. I believe we can now get in while they're distracted. Agreed. While the crows were distracted with Dan, and the priest immediately heads inside. Hide in the basement. Right. Let's see what we can find here. After heading inside, they look around for some information. Any information, of course. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, this looks like black sugar, alright. Opening up, when he opens up one of the crates, sees a black dust-like film held inside of it. Hey, check this out. What? Hmm. You find some kind of demon script. What's it look like? Looks like demon script. Anything you got? Yeah, it looks like the stuff Asmodeus would use to write. Anything you can do with this? Let's see. It looks like, it looks like that. It looks like that, well, black sugar appears to be made with demon blood. Demon blood? How would one obtain demon blood here? There are no demon. I haven't seen a demon for miles, with the exception of the Sims. Ends and Dan. Unless there's a demon still alive running about right now. Or demons. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. Okay, they find what appears to be a clan board. It appears to look like all the Crow hideouts and territories. The priest realizes he doesn't really have anything to take a picture of it with. Well, except that weird phone. Well, except for the weird mobile device he has on him. This'll have to do. He takes the picture. He takes the picture. Then places it back inside of his cassock. Well, demon, anything we can use? Not much. Let's see. What? Of course. Oh, the demon pulls out what appears to be a ring. This one. This is odd. What? This one's different. It's actually detailed. Looks like another ring. Older model, of course. It. No. What do you mean, no? I'm assuming its previous owner is still alive. Huh. So that means we can't use it. I'm afraid not. Well, I'm keeping it on hand. The less of these guys are armed with rings, the better. Puts it inside of his cassock. Anything else? Not much here, aside from black sugar boxes, a bunch of pro weaponry and armors. What's this? Let's see here. Huh, this is a contact directly from Buford to the leader of the Crows. At least we know definitively that the Crows are working with Buford. Yeah, the only problem is, can we get this to the police and get them to deal with Buford? Well, Bradford. Not entirely. Assuming that the police has yet to do anything severe with Bradford. But with this, they could potentially get him on gang activity. Gang activities. Maybe. That's the best bet we're gonna get right now. The priest puts it in his cassock. The gunfire stopped. That ain't good. Right, we better get out of here. Better get out of here. Wait, the base is still intact. Right. I wonder if this black sugar is flammable. Flammable. They grab one of the lighters that had been left around and ignite the black sugar deposits. They burn brightly with greenish colors. With greenish blue colors. Thus, the priest heads out. That's out of the room. Dan is standing right outside. And outside, shadows still enveloping him. Priest. He sounds much calmer than his than he previously was. Did you find anything useful? Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe I have something that involves Bradford. Bradford, you say? Anything that could be used against him? I believe the police may get on his case once we expose the fact that he has direct connections with the Crows. I suspected he as much. He always had. Yes, I suspected he had connections with the Crows, but my evidence didn't turn up enough. But the police said that it's not enough evidence. That they would need a direct link between Bradford and the Crows. Your evidence might be enough of what they need. So we're heading to the next, want to head to the next town over? No, not like this. Give me a moment. He appears to slowly calm down. Slowly calm down. His form returning to normal. Smoke completely dissipated. Sorry about that, priest. Next time, let me know of what you are planning before you do the attack. Very well. Anything else? I'm assuming since you found out, Bradford will probably find out soon. Unlikely. Bradford does not pay attention too closely to the Crow's operations. He was able to figure out that we were the one. He was able to figure out that I was the one that caused the problem. Yes, but he was not able to figure out. But he was not able to figure out that who it was that led him there. Fair point. So, let's deliver this evidence. Yes. They head over to the next town's police station. Next town's police station. There was a man there. There was a man there sipping coffee, almost annoyed. Annoyed at the files at hand. So many goddamn false reportings. Yeesh. Anything from robbery all the way up to kidnapping. What's up with these people these days? I want an actual criminal case I can actually solve, not just some random people blaming other people who are just doing their dang jobs. The priest and Dan walk in. Ah. Ugh. If it's about an illegal prostitution ring, I'm afraid I can't help you. Not that. We're actually here about the Bradford case. Hmm? I see. So I assume you have some form of evidence? Evidence then? The priest hands him a note. Hands him the note. Uh, well, let's see here. Well, hello. Okay. Thank you for this information, citizen. I believe, I believe we can. This will now be handed over to the CIA. CIA? I thought this was a police matter. Not anymore. Crows are what the Crows have been affiliated with some recent terrorist organizations. Asians. The Bradfords will now be under investigation by the CIA and National Defense. It's but as a reward for this information, we'll arrest all the perpetrators responsible. They both look at each other. About that. About that. Nope. Never mind. What was that? Never mind. Never mind. I hope you find your suspects. Yes. Well, have a nice day, citizen. Have a nice day, citizen. Citizens. Wait a minute. You did look solicitor priest. Hey, you're not new priest of St. Grettensberg, are you not? Yes, I am. Interesting. I have some folks there who heard your sermon. Really interesting, to be honest. Hmm. Oh, by the way, just alerting you. The nuncio is heading on the way here. Not sure what he wants though. Just a heads up. Heads up, some news from my buddies. The nuncio must be arriving faster than he's arriving faster than expected. By the way, can we talk outside the police station? Yes, agreed. They head outside. Sir, why would the Nuncio announce a Demotum Infernae? Ah, yes, Demotum Infernae. It's effectively a direct order from the Pope. Should a Pope write a letter in his own blood, he shall activate a clause in our in our papal councils and contracts. The Demotum Infernae means the destruction of any and all demonic influences. Demonic influences in the area. Will that include me in the process? Unlikely. You are demon-born, not demon-affiliated. The Demotum Infernae only applies to those who are truly demonic. Have direct demonic influences, or actively causing trouble for the papacy. So I would probably fly under their radar as long as I keep cool. Correct. However, the problem with the Demotum Infernae, this also would probably fall under the Bradfords as well. So this is a preemptive action, I assume. Yes, if I could get the Bradfords under that jurisdiction of the Demotum Infernae and get the papacy on my side, it makes my job and my life easier. Then you want to deal with the Bradfords anymore. Genius. Yes. There's a snag. However, I believe I may have hit a snag. What's that snag? The crows appear to be an entire terrorist cell. This effectively means we'll not only be contesting with the local police, but the CIA as well. I want to deal with Bradford permanently. Yeah. Now that you mention it, yeah, that could be a problem. Plus, if Bradford gets away with this case, I don't know how long this investigation will last. It could last a few months, could last a few years, but most likely Bradford will not be able to leave St. Grettensberg. Not be able to leave St. Grettensberg for a while. Most likely, best case scenario, Bradford does not find out about who gave that final report, or the final nail in the coffin. But, on the off chance he does, you'll be the first target. Yes. Yes, so considering how Bradford managed to find out about his crows getting killed only a few days after the incident. Yeah, you're not exactly in the clear. Tell you what, why don't you stay? I got a safe house nearby. You can stay there for a few days until we can sort this thing out. Can't. I can't. I have a sermon. Apparently later on tonight. A sermon for the night. Of what? Of respite. I forgot you priests. Priests are required to do that stuff. Plus, I have to meet the nuncio. If I am not there when the nuncio doesn't arrive, that'll cause even more problems than just simple arguments. Mm. Very well then. I shall be here. I shall be there as well to meet the nuncio and to prevent Bradford from going after your neck. Yes, that'd be best. They returned back to St. Grettensberg. In time for the priest to deliver his night sermon. This was the first night sermon he's ever done, but yet a lot of people have arrived. Arrived. Arrived for it. After the sermon ended, the people started leaving. However, the doors opened before them, as the nuncio has arrived. The many members spoke onward, confused, murmuring amongst themselves. Elves, as the nuncio walks towards the priest. Ah, priest. Ah, father, a moment, if you will. Ill in your office? Yes, nuncio. The priest and the nuncio heads upstairs. Dan decides to listen from the bottom of the stairwell. So, what can I do you for, nuncio? Well, I believe. Well, your letter has reached the Vatican, and we are pleased to inform that we will be announcing a Demonum Infernae. I see. Anything else? Yes, I've heard of the rumors. I believe news of your travel travels far. Ah, in some circles. Yes, that's what I'm afraid of. To what do you mean? Uh, I believe that the Pope it might be corrupt, up in its measures. How so? Could you tell me what the rules of the Demonum Infernae of this one are? I. That's the thing. I was not informed. You were not. This is unusual. Yes, I have the details of the Demonum Infernae here, but otherwise I do not know what it could possibly contain. What it contain. Let me look. The priest looks through it. Wait, what? He's going to raise the city? He's going to. My God. There are thousands, if not millions of innocents in St. Grettensberg, to correct your pronunciation. But also, there are many people who have come to my church, urging change and protection, not to be marked as demons and Protestants and all. Yes, that's the problem. I believe that the Pope maybe. I believe that in his old age, the Pope might have been corrupted by other demons. Do you believe that the Pope is corrupt? Impossible. The only type of corruption we should have seen was from the early Middle Ages. Not now, of all days. I highly fear that in his old age he may have became paranoid about the potential influence of demons and such, which is why he issued such this Daemonum Infernae so readily. So, what am I looking at here? The Daemonum Infernae is not to be officiated until, well, the end of the year. Once the Daemonum Infernae is officiated, every priest and every bishop is required to not only raise the entire city and the churches with it. Their positions are to be changed over to the new Vatican state, right under the direct control of the Vatican City. This is terrorism on a massive scale. I know it's a problem. I can't do much about it. I try to convince the Pope to slow down the process, but that's all I can do from my end, priest. What if I can prove that what if I can prove there's a source of demonic influence? The Pope will have no choice but to cancel the Demonum Infernae and specifically issue out an exorcism order upon the persons. Give me time. I'd be able to prove it. I sure hope so, priest. Otherwise, there's not much I can do to save this city. Much less your jobs. I'm to visit the bishop next. Next to deliver it. I hope the bishop is as kind to his reaction as you are. I bid you. Yes, I bid you too. The nuncio walks away down the stairwell. On leaves. Anne arrives upwards. So, it is true then. The Pope's gone mad. How ironic. I expected the Pope to go mad at least by the age of 90, not 74. No, the problem isn't just the Pope, it's his paranoia. He's paranoid over the amount of demonic activity as of late. People leaving the Catholic Church, leaving Christianity in general. So, they assume they're all infected by demon influences then. That's not like him at all. No, I fear he may be corrupted by forces beyond our powers. Uh, I feel pity for the old man then. Yes, I feel pity for him too. Right. I assume that'll be all then. For now, until I can get more information on the Crows, Bradford in general, We're gonna be unable to make a full move on him. Right. Come on. I'll drive you to the safe house. Very well then. The priest stands up, hands up, and gets into the car. Of Dan. Gets into Dan's car. Strand drives away from St. Grettensberg. The priest wonders if he had truly done the right decision by informing the papacy. But now he has to prove to the papacy of demon influences. Where is he going to find such a demon? Such a demon. And how is he going to save the very city that he so dearly hated, that he originally disliked? Man, this is a mess he's gotten himself into. Alright, and that was part 1. I hope everyone enjoyed it, so thank you. So, see you all next Thursday. Like the video, subscribe if you want. I really don't care, to be honest. But, hey, if you want to, that's on you. And, enjoy.